Hello everybody, welcome! Let's have a look at these juddering cars, says my JLo. Now I haven't even started yet, and he's here. How you doing, brother? I hope you are well. I hope you are well indeed. This is the Toca Touring Cars hosted on GT7 by the DSC DK10 Sim community page on Facebook. Get over there, go check it out. Got a new league in the events, went in live today. So yeah, looking forward to that. Ultimate Drivers Championship coming up very soon, 16th of August. It will. So after 10 minutes of qualifying around this FUJI circuit, Madman Marcus stuck it on pole position from RCMBE2, who's had a good season so far this season. DK Chalky 12 is in third place. His teammate there is in fourth place. Mr. Jainio Dazzler 67 is in fifth. 1805 is in sixth place, and Paddle Shifter is in seventh. We are missing 1 and 2 due to work and all that jazz, but it is what it is. It's just a game after all. But we're gonna crack on, see how we get on around this FUJI circuit. Let me know what the sounds like, please, boys and girls. When we're away, the lights are out. Madman Marcus will lead us away in that Mazda down into first corner. It is literally called the first corner. And straight down already from fourth to second is Jainio. Got a run, got the slip, got the move done. Chalk is in third. RCMB's dropped a nugget down to fourth. And there they go. Heading into Coca-Cola. Let's turn that off, eh? And my Marcus said, great start, leading the way. Jainio got a better start already under his rear ring. Heading around Coke 100R up to the hairpin. And when I made my debut in the Megans on this circuit, as Madman Marcus runs wide, Jainio will say thank you very much. Chalk moves up to second place as well. RCMB still in fourth, 1805 in fifth. Dazzler still in sixth, and Paddle Shifter is still seventh. For those that are new, we did try to replicate these cars from the original Toca Touring cars as we come through Dunlop. Up to 13th for nets. Jainio leading the way. Madman Marcus got his second place back. RCMB up to third. Chalk dropped a nugget down to fifth, down to fourth. 1805's got half a second. Not quite sure where he's picked that load to points up from, but he will be forced to stop very soon. As Dazzler looks around the outside of one of the most complicated corners on the game. It's just so awkward, this fucking corner is. Panasonic, you can either take it tight or take it wide. It doesn't really matter. I always end up going wide, so it really doesn't matter. 1805 will serve that half a second time penalty now. Dazzler will move to fifth. Paddle Shifter is not too far behind in the Quattro liveried TT. Not looking too bad at all. Got the run on 1805. Just pulls out of the way there to the 1805. Not up to full racing speed due to the penalty in the Honda Civic replica NSX, but throws it down the inside and gets that move done. But Paddle Shifter comes back as well. TT got a little bit of grip out of that corner there. Not too bad at all. Heading in towards Coca-Cola now for the second time around this FUJI circuit. You know what's weird? I can do this on iRacing, I can't do it on GT Sport. Did it, went up to Mr. Martin's ass, has been to Durham, took a nice drive up to Durham. Headed going in the Ferrari, right? Probably one of the best races I've ever had around the FUJI. It was really good. It was really good. That was really good. Jainio leading the way so far for Madman Marcus, who has got RCMBE, who's, like I said, having a great season so far in the mix as well. It was your old stomping granny, right? But I remember, what was it? He did 40, was it a 45 or a 46 he did around there? I was like, Jesus Christ. I was driving around there like an headless chicken, bro. Headless chicken. It was absolutely shocking behaviour. The driving standard was horrendous. Really was bad. But obviously, he's still sitting through. He's tracking Madman Marcus. We've got a little bit of a four-way battle here for top 3 steps at the moment. Sorry about that. People want to talk to me. Always do, don't they? People are all day to come talk to me, right? And nobody wants me. Yeah, come to do live comms, you're out like that. They want you. Just decide to pop up out the woodwork and have a little word. So we have got a 4-way battle here for the podium steps. We will get on board. It was 18.05. Looks down the inside of paddle shifter again into the first corner. Into 75 on. 75 on is not really in that. I didn't even know that. There it is, 75 on. That's it. And that was Coca-Cola. Into 100 on. I think the first time I ever tried this circuit, I think I met when we befriended D10 Piper, and I just randomly joined his lobby as he was testing for the trophy league that was in the next gen, and I called him. And as soon as I went to track, he came out and got to talk to me. So I'm going to watch you, see how you doing. He taught me how to do a circuit, and then when it comes to the actual race night, I was just completely It didn't go to plan at all. It was absolutely pants. But 18.05 isn't pants. He's in 6th place and he's done paddle shifter, heading round the airpin up towards Dunlop, and then next through 13th. He literally called the 13th corner. Round nets. We're going now. Pulled a bit of a gap as well over paddle shifter. Dazzler in 5th. His hand in the chalk. We went a little, got him very, very, very sideways. I'd done that. We'll scrub a load of speed, and it will scrub a load of speed. That mechanic is not very quick. It will rely on slipstream down these long straights. This circuit is 2.81 miles long, 4.53 kilometers for those that like in KP and all that jazz. For miles. See what I mean? Let me mute that. Chalk will be looking for revenge on that sweep. Hopefully he gets it as well. We may never know. One may never know. Chalk's having a good season as well this season. Team Renault leading the way in the constructors. Madman Marcus giving it the beans. It might be on pad though. I think on your joystick pad it is. Your lights are on the your thumb sticks. I think that's why it's giving it the beans. RCMB, see if we can get on board, see from his point of view as we head down now towards 300 R, down towards Dunlop. Got that pretty sweet, we've got one more race of the Toca Touring Cars Rebirth, and then we have got well, it's not replacing it while we rebuild the Touring Car League and re-host it and re-advertise it and all that jazz. We got the Group 3 Mustangs V8. It's going to be really good. JRR80 is the man on the mish with that one as well. The Goodwood Festival one, which was run on Mondays, is really good as well. You actually did like that. And RCMB lost a lot of pace there from that Panasonic. But Madman Marcus hasn't lost none, and Genie has picked up a half a second penalty as well, as Madman Marcus is all up on his rear wing. Side by side, red down to the first corner. Has got his nose in front there, but Genie has got the racing now. We'll get that switch back. He's got the switch. He has got the switch. And there's Genie in the rear view now. Just want to stay with him if we can. There we go. Gino will have that half a second, so do well to stay with Madman Marcus, who did really well around Road Atlanta as well. It wasn't too bad at all. But look at the aero pack on that car, it's absolutely savage. It is really savage, that one. It's clawed time out of nowhere then. I didn't really enjoy driving the Mazda when I raced it around St. Corby. Started off really well, had a great season, but become the Mazda team champions we did with it. But yeah, it's not the best, shall we say. But we're going side by side again, providing some good action here in the Touring Car League. Right under the big ironing board on that trophy is the Mazda, and RCMB has just joined in for fun. They think that is the fastest car on the circuit, to be fair. I do think that is the fastest car. The trophy has got a better aero package. RCMB, looks like he got a good run out of that corner. And know Giovinazzo's got that half a second penalty, which he's going to take now. He's just phased out there. That helped Madman Marcus pretty well. Got the slip, phased through him as well. RCMB will say thank you very much. Moves into second place. Got a bit of slip off both of those as well. Dazzler in fourth, Chalks in fifth, 1805 still in sixth place. RCMB having a look down the inside now of Madman Marcus. Not quite going to get that one done. Giovinazzo's got it all to do again then from third. These three, bloody fighting pretty hard. Pulling away from the cars behind. There's Dazzler in 146.4. Who's going here? 145.425. That is all by RCMBE2. There's no point for pole and no point for fastest lap in this one. I have introduced that in the Ultimate Drivers. Champ. That is going to be good. It's like a mini, how can we say it? A mini Grandmaster is what I'm going to call it. A mini Grandmaster League. Because we're going to do the GR86 and the Porsches on GT7, and I'm going to combine. We're going to run 2 leagues a night, 20 minutes. Then we'll swap them with a full reverse grid. Then you'll swap it to the RSR, and then I'll combine the points from each race, and it'll determine the championship, so to speak. So simple sort of thing. Good. It'll certainly separate a few of those things. You might have a good race in the 86s. Might have a poor one and not claw yourself back through the field on a full reverse grid. But I did say 10 drivers or more constantly throughout the running 6 weeks, and I will put a trophy up for it. So yeah, we'll put a trophy up. 1805 is doing 47s, 48s. It's a pretty technical circuit through the middle of the circuit, like, but yeah. Everybody's really set to one. It should be outside with the rest too. Yeah. Yes, Mr. McFishfillet did host this. Yeah, Chalky 12 is the host. There he is, currently running in 5th. On his PS4 and dial-up, yeah. Yes, Mr. Chalk is the host for the touring cars. No Aldo in this because he was working. The only day he has free at the moment is Mondays. DMK Aldo is hosting the Goodwood Festival. So yeah, doing alright as well, that is. I do believe doing the American Muscle Car, as we saw a car going very, very smoky right there. Not sure if that was Giovinazzo or Dazzler. But these front pair have pulled away from Giovinazzo. Looks more to be around about a second or so. I would say that gap is. But Madman Marcus dropped a nugget off the start, led it, lost it. Now he's leading it again. But he's got RCMB for company. I do think that Skyline, the GTR, is the quicker car. Depends if you get it out the corner quick enough or not. But we shall see. We go through Panasonic. Bit of a moment there on the leg. Did see that heading through Panasonic. Madman Marcus was trying to break the slip. Not sure it'll work. But all wise to the old switcheroo on the slip. There goes RCMB. That Mazda looks pretty quick in a straight line, to be fair. I thought the GTR would have had it by now. But not quite. Not quite yet. Don't fancy a move yet. There's RCMB. Just going to follow him through the first corner. 75R, then back down towards Coca-Cola, and they've got a big gap to Giovinazzo. No slip for that trophy. Chalk gets a little bit sideways there as well, tracking Dazzler 67. He's not making any inroads on Giovinazzo so far. Giovinazzo's in the 47s, Dazzler's 46s. You don't like his on an off track there. Not really a good off track. That my eyes were. Good. I can't believe I had the settings wrong for freaking iRacing comms the other day, bro. Sat here gabbing away and then John went, can't hear you. I was like, oh. No, thank you. See what I mean? I have one job. Oh, God, dear. It's amateur week this week, I'm telling you. It's freaking amateur week. Yeah, I was doing the comms for the GT3s, the 911 GT3s that we run on at times I run on iRacing. And I think it was for the first 2 or 3 minutes, it was like, I'm gabbing away, and they were like, go on here. I was like, no, for God's sake. I had to readjust it while I was live. Yeah, really worked out well, that did. So, yeah. But John has asked me if I want to do live comms. So I says, let me find out how to get all the buttons and all the telemetry up and all that, make it look proper, you know what I mean? 'Cause it's pretty amateurish setup that I've got running that Race Labs and all that. You don't get the full benefit of Race Labs because you've got to pay for it. It only gives you a certain set for free. So yeah, I'm working on it. But 18 of 5. So in the 48th, in 6th place. Bit of air between himself, paddle shifter, and the rest of the group. So let's watch out for the second race. Like I say, we should have had about 9 or 10 drivers on the grid this week, but work commitments and all that jazz. You know, it's just a game after all. Paddle shifter putting in a bit of a show as well. Old Crawler's daughter is the old paddle shifter. Old Crawler is on life, goes on. No, I did the comms, bro. I did it. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was. Yeah, I do it live, then it goes into my library, then I bring it onto my main page. Yeah, it's a lot. But next year we'll only be streaming to Facebook. After my ticket runs out, so I'm not paying another 130 odd quid. No other chance. We are on the final lap already, so 9 laps. Oh yeah, it's 15 minutes this one. I did it the other day as well, yeah. Did it the other day. So Madman Marcus looks like he's going to take the first victory of the evening here over RCMB2. He'll come home in second place. Genio then will hold on for third. But the Chalk and the Dazzler going toe to toe here, and the GTR just wins out by a gnat's bollock. Dazzler 4th, Chalk 5th, 1805. We'll come home in 5th place. At 6 even. Okay. A paddle shifter. We'll round out the top 7. Damn. That was quick, wasn't it? That was a quick 15 minutes. That was a quick. That was very, very quick. But we've got to do it again in a minute anyway. Got to do it again in a minute anyway for 20 minutes. Hi. Woo. Yes, I am wearing the vest. It's freaking hot and I'm on my jollies tomorrow, so yeah. At least you didn't focus on me sitting in the cloud of smoke as I forgot to put TC back on after the... Bruv, honestly, my race was... I was looking forward to that race all night, all day, right? And it just went... After practice, when we had the practice session, we did all the fucking testing for it and all that, right? I thought I was going to have a belt on it. I thought I was going to have a belting race. And then, no. It absolutely went shit. Pits up. Wasn't impressed. Really was not impressed at all. Do I want it to? As you do. Just setting up the replay now. If anyone knows how to bring up the keyboard options on GT7 when you're doing comms like that, so it comes up with the names and all that shit, a little helmet with names on and all that. If anyone knows how to do that, please let me know. Because I don't know. So, hope you're having a good evening, everybody. And it do. Hope you enjoy the stream as well. Although I talk bollocks, do my comms, I'm not fussed. Hit that like and subscribe anyway. I am one subscriber off 100 and I'll be happy, man. It's took how long have we been doing this crap for? 2-3 years? One more and we get 100. buzzing my head off. I think the boys deserve it. Show them some love. So Chalky 12 then takes the start on the pole position. Dazzler's second. Genio was fourth there for a second. RCMB is now fourth. Badman Marcus up to fifth. 1805 is in sixth where he was. And there is the man himself, the Mazda driver, has made it for the second race. JRR80. He's going to be putting together the V8s, the Group 3s for us on Monday night once Goodwood is finished. But he has got to contend with. Oh, that was 1805 going around the side of Dazzler there through Coca-Cola. And Chalk has got Madman Marcus coming in, who has made a great start up to second place already. All won race 1. But for this, a few will be open for better in race 2. Now they've got to grips with the circuit. 1805 taking a tight line through there. Dazzler's been trying to have a look around the outside. JR80 will be tracking Dazzler. Coming over to the back end of 1805. Genio's down hard on the brakes there. 1805 is off in the sandpit. He fancies a bit of lawn mowing. Did hear that car wasn't very good. But one may never know. One may never. I thought it was a good car when we used it up, but saying that's GT Sport, isn't it? GT7. GT7 is different bit sport. I love that car in sport. I think it was a good car. Not many liked it. Tell you who does like it. Madman Marcus up to first again. And the two Laguna teammates, second and third. JRR80 in the Mazda, which is performing pretty well around Fuji right now, is in fourth place and is on the slip. Literally just pulled out of the slip there as well from Genio. I dare say he will get third place down. He's got the inside line as well. His next victim will be the Chalk. I don't think he fancies risking 2 for it, but we shall see. RCMB as well was tight under the rear wing, trying to go late on the brakes of the trophies. Slipping his teammate as well as Genio, but Chalk got a good run out of there. I think Genio's going to lose this one, but he's got the inside corner of Coca-Cola. Not quite getting it done. He's got RCMB and Dazzler right behind him in 6th place as well. Paddle shift is 7th. 1805 is in 8th after his little excursion, but not too far off the back of the pack. Not too far indeed. 20 minutes of this one to go. We've got one more race left of Toca Touring Cars, which is on Sunday. I can't remember for the life of me where it is. Brands Hatch. I think it's Brands Hatch. Yeah. I think it's Brands. Normally we go to Bathurst, but it's touring cars, so we're going to Brands Hatch because it's the home of touring cars. BTCCC. Hey, they do it on the Indy circuit, they do it on GP circuit. It's really good fun. Great to watch touring cars. I've got it now on the PS1. Actually brought it off eBay. I want to charge them that 50 blue for it, so I've got the go on it. Why not? Madman Marcus got a little bit of a gap there in him towards Chalk, Genio, RCMB8, JRR80. Look at the tight line there, got a better exit out as well than Dazzler. We're running in 5th. Down this freaking long straight. And just had a slurp. So what's the crack, Mark? As we say, what's the crack? What's the crack with these two? Team orders. Genio having a look down the inside of his teammate here. Getting that one done. RCMB also fancies a little word. Definitely having a word. Up to third. Not too far behind either is JRR80. Back round again goes the Chalk. Got to be in it to win it. And he was in it and sent it. Licked it, stamped it, sent it. Pretty brave moving Coca-Cola. Pretty tight corner. It's fluent, but getting around Coca-Cola and 100R. Pretty sweet there, these trophies. Dazzler coming quicker there at the back end of that Mazda. Boy, was going to give him a love tap. Not to be. Not to be. We stay in 6. Paddle shift to 7. These not too bad. They're not falling off the back like they did earlier on in race 1. 1.1 up is paddle shifter in the TT. 1805 after he's off. Got a good run out of that corner as well. straight up the inside of paddle shifter. You're allowed a bit of a door up, ooh, a little bit under, and around you go. Heading through nets. This is nets. Next up, these two putting on a little bit of ding dong, and so a wider line taken for 1805 was early cutback as well. Get a better exit, better run out there, and it did already as well. Already on the door there, a paddle shifter. These would have who's got more power than me? Race down the straight, a little bit of a drag. Pretty evenly matched so far. TT versus the Honda NSX. Yeah, TT's just in front there. The 1805's got the inside line into the first corner. The last of the late breakers, he didn't fancy it. But he did. Got a great exit there with 1805. Early braking, power down. Pretty good. Good move. Good move indeed. So he's putting on all the right moves. Madman Marcus still got a clear gap over Giorgio, who has got 500 loyalty points. DMK Chalky 12 was just behind in third. RCMB still there in fourth. And these two putting on a bit of a show. JR 80 and Dazzler 67. Best of the rest from the podium, boys. Team Renault taking good order points here this evening, second and third so far. Team Championships is far more than missed in the setup. Oh, all the setups are now fixed for the 922. Oh, that's sweet. So we're all, dude, what did you see? Did you watch the replay? Did you just see how quickly he just flew through the field? I was like, no. If he was running a skinny wing, as Dazzler was looking skinny on the inside there, and RCMB he took straight across the front end of Chalky 12 there as well. That would have made me jump. Literally cut his nose off despite his rear wing. Wow. Genio's off, second penalty. Was gone, and served that well while these two are fighting. RCMB then up to third, Chalk down fourth. Did Dazzler get that move done? Oh, it's JR8 again, moved on Dazzler. Dazzler has got the inside line. We'll focus on JR, switch between the two as we come now. Dazzler, JR. Wide for the tighter line, get a better exit, better drive, bit of a twitch. See a divot in that curb there on the left hand side. That will spin you off if you don't get it wrong. Especially on rear wheel drive cars, it just fires the car all the way around. As Dazzler's having a look around the outside. Into Coca-Cola he goes, got the move done around the outside. That was a good move. 1805 still 7th. That was a good move by Dazzler, give him that, looked pretty clean. And RCMB finds himself in a Laguna sandwich. Eugenio in second, brought in fourth. And all under the back end of that skyline. ETR. Oh, that's not good. So let me just read that. All the setups are now fixed for the 922 league. Found what I missed in the setups of the racing. Oh, what was it missing, bro? What was it missing? It was that guy, that was it, Matt Attic, or whatever his name is, Acton. He was absolutely savagely fast, bro. That car was horrendously fast in a straight line. While I watched it. I think I actually made a comment on it in the comms as well. Literally, it started last and then ended up third within the space of a lap. It was ridiculous. It was either really, really that good or that car setup was just mental. Don't know what. Could you change the camera and all that, couldn't you, before? I know you saw that, but when it comes to tuning, I don't know nothing about that. But I tell you, who knows something? RCMB, he knows he wants second place. As he's tracking Giorgio here in the trophy. Well, we've got 11 minutes left of this race. In the 45s again. Madman Marcus is a 145.363. And it's a 145.795 for RCMB. A 145.864 was a fast lap. Big lock up there from RCMB as well. Big tyre smoke. If tyre wear was on, that tyre would have been mangled by now. Wilkes just lost a bit of pace off these pair, and Dazzler has picked up 500 loyalty points. JRR8 will say thank you very much. You just got to stay within a tenth or two. Just got to buy this time now for start finish straight. We'll get that move done. Down and start finish straight. You don't love a freebie? I love a freebie. I was a freebie on freaking Tuesday when I went out. Good. You know what it was? It was the kink. Every time you come out of that kink, if you don't get the kink flush, right, you're just going off. And you know, you go off on the left, it'll spin you round on the right, you'll hit the wall, you'll get 4 points, right? And then you go back over the other side of the wall, hit that wall and you recover it, and another 4 points. Then me off tracks. I was like, oh, you know what, for fuck's sake. I had to do a drive-through penalty, come back out, got another penalty, and then got disqualified. Honestly, it went from bad to worse. But who's getting better racing is JRR8 got that free pass over Dazzler 67. He burned off his penalty in the penalty zone, down to 6th place. 18.05 is in 7th. Paddle Shifter's in 8th, putting in a good shift. Madman Marcus on a 1:45.363 is leading the way. Pretty clean here as well, but Genio has got RCMB for company still, not letting up in this GTR. Primera replica. Tight squealing again for Mercy. And getting the handbrake a bit of a dip just to get the car turned. It's a lot of tyres, man. I'm not here next week, Mark, because I'm on my jollies, obviously, so I won't be in the horse race, and I won't be able to do comms, because I don't know how you can get it to me if you could. You'd have to cut out the. What I'm thinking is you'd have to cut out the practice, cut out the qualifying, and then cut out the 5-minute warm up in between the 2 heats, and then send it me that way if you could. It's half an hour, is it? You take them out, it's half an hour. It's about 45 minutes you'll take out the video if you can do that. So yeah. When you watch the replay, you press the spanner and the screwdriver. It gives you the options to cut the videos. Yeah, I learnt that yesterday. Didn't even know. But who's learning moves today? That's RCMB down the inside of Chalk. He wants his 2nd place. But Chalk will do well to stay under the wing of that GTR. Through 75R. In towards Coca-Cola. And then into 100R. There you go. 1:45.795. Went deep did RCMB. Stutter is back. That's Genio. Ooh, where am I gone wrong? RCMB did Genio there. Genio then will do well to stay on the back of RCMB. The Chalk then is catching just a little bit. Just a little bit. And these two pretty evenly matched on circuit so far. JR80 and Dazzler 67. Ain't got to worry about Madman Marcus. He's got fresh air all the way up front. This is where the McGann will come into its own. Through this section of the circuit at least. It's light, it's nimble. I do like this car around Alsace and Willows. Did love it around Willow. Look good. Look good. What tracks are 488s in Mark? Do we know? I forgot what track it was. It's not Willow, is it? Genio will do well to stay within the slipstream of that GTR if he can. Might be just getting a whisker of it as he comes in with a 1:46 and Chalk is a couple of seconds back, but we can see Dazzler is all over the rear wing of JR80 going for the inside line. JR80 didn't fancy going defensive pretty early on. I would have done myself, but Dazzler down the inside. JR80 probably look for that switch if he can. There's that corner that just unsettles cars. Get it wrong, you just get a bit of tyre squeal. Oh, There it is. Probably this machine here. Hanging it out to dry. Picking up all the dirt and rubbish off the track. Got marbles on there. Very wide. Pushing it to the extremities is Genio. Talkies are watching, brief here in fourth. Got 5 minutes left. I've enjoyed this league, to be fair. I've enjoyed doing the commentary for this. It's been really good. It will return. It will return. 6 weeks. Probably might spice up the format, you know. Whether it be a single or a team drivers championship, one may never know. Or we might just add 3 drivers per team and spice it up that way. One may never know. Full of ideas. Genio has got that move back. We didn't miss it. Could go back, but he has got half a second penalty again. So if RCMB can get close enough, let's have a look for him. He is in the slip as well. And here comes the half a second time bomb. There it is. It's a very quick dip down half a second, but soon loses pace. And there you go. Took straight back in. Took straight back in. What you've got to do. Didn't lose too much top end though, did he, Junior, to be fair. Gains on the brakes, well, keeps it out wide for the switch. Not going to get it done. Chalk's not too far behind either. So, with, let's say, 3 minutes left to go. Wow, 44,000 a second up in sector 1. Purple. We'll go through all the camera angles to get out of that. These two racing pretty clean, and that front left is going to be as bold as a prostitute's beep. I'll probably get capped for that on Facebook or YouTube. I have been done for that before. I know I got banned on Twitch. It's Genio. He's not getting banned. He's up to second place. Got that move sweetened it. Went a little bit deep. There goes RCMB, he's got the inside into turn 13. Heading up towards nets. Genio's got the inside line. Might be able to pull out wide, try and get that switch. And all the time the Chalk is catching while these two are scrapping. Going to make it a three-way fight. And some team gains coming up here and get Genio to slow RCMB down just a tad. As Chalk now is in the slipstream of that GTR. Could be a 2-3 for Team Renault. A little bit spread. See how this pans out down into the first corner. As we're still leading JRR 80 for 6th and 7th. 5th and 6th. Not making moves there just yet. Next Dazra in 5th. JRR 80 in 6th. 1805 is in 7th place. Paddle shifter in 8th. Don't matter where you are, always picking up points. Always picking up points. And this guy, he's had no worries. Not even sure why he risking it for a biscuit. Got half a second penalty, but he's got about 4 or 5, well, I'd say about 4 seconds to the good. No, you don't mind. You don't mind. And these are the closest on the circuit right now. Gazda's just pulled a bit of a gap on JRR 80. So it's these three. And I do believe, I'm not mistaken, Team Renault are leading the constructors table. And Genio, heading into tonight, was leading the driver's standings. I think he had about a 30-point gap. Let's see if I can pull the table. I haven't done a table for after this event, but I may have the table for week 4. Yeah, so I like to have a little go and experiment with tables. Needs experimenting now. It's Genio tried to go for the move, pulled out of the slip, and GTR was just too fast in the straight line. I did say you can door up, and that was rear quarter to rear front quarter. But pretty tasty to me. He loves sparking up that front five. Come home in 7th place. Paddle shifter will come home in 8th. That's that madman Marcus then, barring the 10-second penalty. He's going to come home in 1st place. But who's going to round out your top 3? As Chalk looks to send it down the inside. Not quite going to get that done, and Chalk has got it all kinds of wrong. Oh, he went for it. He licked it, stamped it, sent it, got it wrong. Where is Dazzler? JRR ate it. Chalk will do well to cover that off. Where are we? He's just coming up towards nets. Dazzler's got that move done 4th. Chalk will not be impressed with that mistake. JR8 is not too far behind either. Just coming up towards Panasonic now is Madman Marcus. Double victory on the night for this guy. A good race indeed. Picked his way through the field. Picks up a 2nd penalty as well. We won't get that until next lap around. So we will lose a 2nd on there. And wins takes race 1. Race 2 even. Very exciting for a moment. Genio then, after all the battling, will come home in 2nd place. RCMBE will come home in 4th. In 3rd. I was looking at Dazzler there. Dazzler will come home in 4th. Draw will come home in 5th. And JR8 will come home in 6th place. That was Toca Touring Cars, brought to you by the DSC, and just some mashed up commentary. Yeah, went pear-shaped, didn't it? Pretty quick. It did. It went pear-shaped pretty quick. Okay, the table. The week 4. Here it is. Let's drag it on there like that. Boom! Make it big. This is what before we went into FUJI. This was how they looked when they went in. So Genio's leading on 108 points, Chalk's on 87, JRR8 is on 82, RCMBE is on 76, Dazzler 67 on 75, Madman Marcus, remember he's took 2 victories tonight. So that could bump him up the field quite a bit as well. He's on 54 points. Panic at the Tesco, Moratico, I can't spell either. He's on 52 points. Old Crawler, who's away for this race, he's on lifeguard duty. He's on 15 points. Paddle Shifter on 13 points. DMK Aldo was a one-off. 1805 as well is on 7 and 5 points respectively. But Team Renault on 236 points. Team Nissan on 204. Team Mazda on 154. Peugeot on 89. Audi on 28. And Team Honda on 13 points. That's what it looked like heading in to this race. Do you like my table? I thought it was pretty cool. Don't get tables like that, do you? Hey. I was like experimenting. I was like, ooh, I like that. And I'm like, ooh, I like that. So yeah, I was like, ooh. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, I will get the table done pretty soon. Like I said, I am away. I'm on my jollies and all that. We will get it done soon enough. We will. But with Tuesday nights, we have got the on iRacing, the 911 GT3s. That is on Discord. You can go to Tanzo Racing Group, or you can come over to DSC DK10 Sim Community Gaming page on Facebook. Ask the question. We'll post you the links in there if you want to get involved in that. If you want to get involved in any of the events in the DSC DK10 Sim Community Gaming page events, please follow the page. Drop yourself in the events, click going or interested, and then if you go in, we can add you to the group chat and things like that. Need delivery doing, we can do all that as well. Don't have to worry about that. I did deliveries for this one. Tried to replicate them as best I could to what was on GT's Toca Touring Cars from PS1. Yeah, right, all that jazz, all that jazz. So one more race to go. The touring cars, then it'll be the Mustangs, and I think there's 3 more races left at Goodwood on Monday night. DMK Aldo is your host for that. That is run by the DK10 Sim Community Gaming as well. That's one track for 6 weeks with 6 different cars. We've already done the 65 Mini Cooper S. and we've already done the Group 4 McLaren. And this week it is, this week, Monday, it is Muscle Car Week. I think it's the Dodge Challenger or the Dodge Charger 70, the RT70, the old school. Then it's the Radicals, and then it's the Beetles to finish off, which will be good. Which will be very good. And then, once that's finished, we have got the Group 3 McLarens, which is going to be Formula 1 themed, which will be good as well. Will be good. All brought by JRR80, that one. Them two, actually, the Mustangs and the McLarens. So, yeah. Really, really, really good. It's all gone. It's all gone. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the so-called comms. If you did, hit that like, subscribe. If you didn't, I'm not asked. But I'm one away from 100, so I would really appreciate it. I would really, really, really appreciate it. Like you wouldn't believe. I'm not begging much. Too tired. But anyway, I'm out of here. I've been DK10. Bro, speak to you in the chat. Peace.